Okay, so for our pot of gold, again, we need another terracotta pot. This time I used a tiny little one. I'm going to use a tiny little one. Black paint, gold paint if you have it, or gold glitter, your Elmer's glue or some type of glue again, scissors, and paintbrushes. And if you still have your scrap paper, we're going to use our scrap paper as well. The pot is going to be gold and black, and the first layer that we're going to do is going to be the black. We're going to do the whole bottom of the pot. So the bottom of our pots should be almost dry. It doesn't have to be completely dry because we're not going to work on that yet. So we're going to just jump ahead to the next part, and there's two different ways to do that. To do the top of your pot, you can either use a gold paint. I have it's called Bright Gold, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of that on the pot. For those who have the gold paint, you can use the gold paint, and all we're going to do is go across the very tippy top. And then you have gold paint. I'm choosing to use the glitter because I'm a glitter girl. I glitter everything. So I'm going to put a glob of glue, and then I'm going to just put glue the whole way around the top. And here's where the fun part comes in. We take our glitter, if you can get it open. I always have a hard time opening my glitter. There we go. And then all you're going to do is sprinkle it across the top. Don't worry about it being too heavy, because we'll tap it off. Look at that. It's starting to look magical already. Okay. Now once you have that on, just kind of tap it down a little. And now we have to set it and let it dry. And it's okay if you got some glitter on the bottom too. So we do need to let this sit for a minute to let it dry. And so we can clear up our little glitter mess here. So I'm going to set that to the side. But don't get rid of your glitter yet, because you're going to use that for the next part of your project. So the next thing we're going to do is make, I got glitter everywhere. The next thing we're going to do is make a little horseshoe, a tiny little horseshoe, out of our scrap paper that we have. Okay? And all you do for that really is grab a pen, your scrap paper, and you're going to make just make a U on your paper. Just make a U, and then double line it. What we're doing is making horseshoes. This is a very rough draft. So it'll look like that. And before you do that, you want to kind of gauge the size of your terracotta pot that you're using. You want to gauge that size so that your horseshoe isn't too big for it. This is way too big for the horseshoe that for the pot that I need. But I did make one a little bit earlier that's the right size. So that's the one we're going to use. Here comes the messy part. The first part, we're going to double glue this puppy. First part is just adding glue to one side of your little U shape. And the excess glitter that you have on your plate, just dip it in there. Make sure you get it all covered. Kind of shake it off a little. And you have a beautiful sparkly, see, beautiful sparkly horseshoe. If you missed any spots, just kind of take your stuff and sprinkle over it with your hands. And then shake it off again. Let that set just for a couple of minutes so that the glue and the glitter can dry before we put our hands on it again, because we're going to glue that to the bottom of our base. So, let's see how the top's doing. Ooh, that looks really good. And what you can do, if you have any dry, you can just actually brush off the excess glitter that you have on the bottom of your pot. Probably won't get it all, because I know with mine I have, I still have a little bit of wet spots on the black paint, so it'll probably stick on there, but that's okay. This will take off the bulk of it. See how pretty the pots are coming along? Now what you want to do is, all you're going to do again is all you're going to do again is gently put it in your hand, your horseshoe, and just paint some glue on the back. You may have a better way of doing it. It's not as messy as mine, but I do that so that I can kind of keep it stuck to my paintbrush while I put it onto the pot. And again, then I just use the back of the paintbrush to dab it down on. If you have any spots on your horseshoe that the glitter came off again, just re-glitter. Tap it. Wait for it to dry, and then you can dry brush the extra. Okay, I'm de-glittered. So everything should be pretty dry. I'm going to brush some of the excess glitter off in between my little horseshoe here. And that's what your pot looks like when it's done. And there you have a little pot of gold. So here's our two projects for the day. We did an adorable little leprechaun hat, a St. Patrick's Day hat, and we did our pot of gold. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed our craft time together, and I hope that you go ahead and try these on your own. If you do, please post them on our Facebook page so we can all see what you did. Until the next video, happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you're all staying safe and being well, and I hope to see you again soon.